My next review is talking about Strays. Okay, so Strays came out just for this weekend, and I was able to go to. They set up an early hump day screening on Wednesday because, of course, the dogs are humping everything. It's one of the jokes in the movie. It's in the trailer a lot. So this is a spoiler-free review for Strays. Now, what is Strays looking at currently on Rotten Tomatoes? Because it's just come out here. It has a 54% Rotten Critics score. Sure. And a 73% audience score. So almost 3/4 of the audience are enjoying it. I posted an out of the theater reaction for it, and I had a good time. I would have liked not to have so many things and so many of the jokes spoiled in the trailer, because we reviewed that a while ago, Christina and I, and that trailer is hilarious. It is just gut-bustingly funny. It wasn't as funny as I wanted it to be, because I wanted to be laughing throughout the whole thing. There is they do pull at the heartstrings a little bit. There is some emotional moments, but I kind of want there to be a lot more humor in it. Maybe I'm just asking for too much, but you got four really talented people in it. And they're also listed in the trailer. So it's Will Ferrell, Jamie Foxx, Isla Fisher, and Randall Park. And all of these people have done comedy before, and they're all really good at it. Especially Jamie Foxx, because Jamie Foxx got started back in comedy back in like the late 80s, early 90s. Anyone watched the show on Fox, In Living Color? Used to love watching that show. It was hilarious. So the four dogs, it's essentially it's a story about four friends, except it's dogs, and they're on this quest, and they kind of talk about it in the trailer, but I'm not going to get into what their quest is. And so they're just four friends, and they go on this adventure, and it's definitely R-rated, and it's another talking dog movie. But unlike the previous talking dog movies we've gotten in the last 10 years, like Dog's Life, Dog's Purpose, there was another one. I didn't care for any of those, but I'm not a dog person. As you can see, Fluffy Kitty is here, so we have a couple of cats, not dogs. But I still had a fun time watching this Strays movie. It's those four actors, and they're really funny, and there's some cameos and guest appearances, like people in minor roles, but there is definitely one funny cameo. I'm not gonna ruin it, but it's a live action cameo, and I laughed pretty hard at that. I thought that one was really good. You got Will Forte in there. He's in the trailer as well. He's the trash, deadbeat, terrible dog owner. And they get more into it in the movie. So, yeah, he's playing a real dirtbag. He's still pretty good in it, though. There's a lot of gross moments in it. I'm not going to get into what that is, but you can guess what that is. I wouldn't take kids to go see this. I mean, if teenagers want to go see this and you're willing to take them, sure. I know it's rated R in the US. I don't think it's even rated R here in Canada. It might only be rated 14A, which means 14 and over can go in without an adult. But if you're under 14, you have to take an adult with you. But anyway, I had a fun time with it. And it's only like an hour and a half long. So, yeah, sign me up. I went to go see that right after work on Friday, and then I was home for a late dinner. So, yeah, because we're getting way too many movies that are like 2.5, 3 hours, more than 3 hours long lately. I'm just, I don't got the time. And most people don't go see those things anyway, because who has that kind of time? I mean, that's something Hollywood needs to learn, that people don't have that kind of time, and you got to give them a really good reason to invest like 3 hours or more. Especially you got to go there and then come back, but also you want to get there early if you're going to the concession. Also, you don't want to be late. Sometimes they run the trailers for 5 minutes, sometimes they run the trailers for 15 or 20 minutes, and you don't know. But I don't like being one of those people that comes in late. And I see that a lot at the theater here I go to. A lot of people coming in late all the time, usually because they're just lining up. Huge lineups at the concession still because everyone's still going to see Barbie. However, if you've seen Barbie, I'm not saying don't go see it, but check out Strays. It's a fun time. I mean, especially if you like Will Ferrell or like his kind of comedy, or Jamie Foxx, his kind of comedy. I tend to like everything that Jamie Foxx is in. Well, no, not everything. There are some things he's in that I don't like, but I don't blame him for that. He's always great and everything. So I give it a best movie ever. Probably one of the better comedies for this year, but it hasn't been that great of a year for comedy. We haven't had good comedies for a while. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the new Strays movie. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Did anyone else check it out, or am I the only one? It's probably not going to open up to number one this weekend, but we'll see what happens if it's still Barbie or if it's going to be Blue Beetle. But I don't think it's going to be Strays.